Hey everyone, oh my god, it has been absolutely ages since I've been on YouTube. Now, anyone that does follow my Instagram, which is at Vallisa, you will know that I have been doing a lot since lockdown opened. That doesn't mean that I haven't been working. I have been working hard. I just haven't been on my YouTube, and I thought, you know what? It's about time I make a comeback. And today was a good day to make that comeback. You know why? Because I'm a big cricket fan, and today is the start of the IPL. Now, if you're like me and thought that was it, there was no hope for cricket, it wasn't coming back at all this year, you were wrong, I was wrong, we were all wrong. I had plans to go to the World Cup this year in Australia. Yes, that got cancelled due to COVID. But then again, I think the whole of 2020 got cancelled. Can you believe that there's only 14 weeks until Christmas is already done? Yeah, today would be Boxing Day in 14 weeks time, and we'll be looking towards the new year and hoping that 2021 brings a much better year. However, today, like I said, is the start of the IPL, so there is still some hope out there somewhere. So are you a cricket fan? And if you're not, I think you'll still enjoy this video. So what is the IPL? Let me tell you what the IPL is. The IPL is the Indian Premier League. Now, it takes place usually from March or April to about May, and it is 8 different teams situated within India from different cities, and it's not just made up of Indian players. No, you actually have players from all around the world that are bought out from each different team, and they come and play in the IPL. This year it has been moved, so it's taking place in the UAE, and it starts today and it goes on all the way until the 10th of November. Yeah, exciting times. It's given us something to watch on TV. If you've got fed up of all those films and all those TV shows and you've kind of watched it all, you can now watch the IPL. So the IPL is a 2020 Indian Premier League, and that is with 8 different teams, like I mentioned, and I'll be telling you all about those teams very shortly. And it is a massive, massive tournament. In fact, it is the most watched cricket tournament in India. Can you believe it? People love this show. They love watching it, and it is a huge drama every single time. Also, some of the teams are affiliated, associated, or even owned by Bollywood stars. The Bollywood stars love the IPL. People like Shah Rukh Khan, Juhi Chawla, Shilpa Shetty, Preity Zinta, they absolutely love it. So the IPL was founded back in 2008 by the Board of Control of Cricket, and there were other teams. So we will be talking about the 8 teams that are taking place in 2020, who are playing in 2020, but there were other teams. So there have been 12 seasons so far, and the 2009 champions Deccan Chargers were actually terminated because they couldn't find any new owners. They were originally from Hyderabad. In 2010, there were 2 new teams that were formed as well, Pune Warriors India and the Kochi Tuskers Kerala. Now, the Kochi Tuskers were actually terminated for breaches, and the Pune Warriors in 2013 saw themselves get into some financial difficulties, and therefore their team had to be terminated as well. So in 2015, the Chennai Super Kings and the Rajasthan Royals were actually suspended for match fixing. And because of this, 2 new teams were introduced. They were known as the Rising Pune Supergiants and the Gujarat Lions. The question on everyone's mind, which teams are playing in the 2020 tournament starting today? Well, the Mumbai Indians are the first team that we're going to talk about. They have won 4 times since 2008. That was back in 2013, 2015, 2017, and 2019. Yes, that's right. They're the reigning champions, and they won last year. They're captained by none other than Rohit Sharma. Now, they are owned by a company called India Win Sports PVT Limited. If you ask me, that is a brilliant name for a company. India wins, so Mumbai Indians win, right? I don't know. I'm being biased because I'm a fan. The second team that we're going to talk about today is the Chennai Super Kings. Now, the Super Kings have won 3 times so far. That was in the years 2010, 2011, and 2018. They are captained by the Superman himself, Mr. MS Dhoni. They're owned by the Chennai Super Kings Cricket Limited. And they are fighting definitely for that #1 spot this year. They lost it by literally a margin last year, so they're going to want to win this year and show the world just how great they are. So the next team that we're going to talk about is the Kolkata Knight Riders. Yes, Shah Rukh Khan and Juhi Chawla's team. Now, what a brilliant pairing in Bollywood and a brilliant pairing holding the cricket team together, right? They have won twice so far, 2012 and 2014. Is captained by Dinesh Karthik, yes, another Indian captain. And the Knight Riders Sports Private Limited is who owns this company. So moving on from that, we've got the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now, these guys have only actually won once. That was in 2016. They are captained by David Warner. David Warner is an Australian cricketer and they're owned by Sun TV Network. From there, we move on to Shilpa Shetty's team. Everyone knows about this one, the Rajasthan Royals. Now, they have also only won once, and that was back in 2008. They are owned by the Royal Multisport PVT Limited, and their captain is Steve Smith, another Australian cricket player. It seems to be that all these teams are either captained by an Indian cricket player or an Australian cricket player. So the next team is the Royal Challengers Bangalore. They're owned by the Royal Challengers Bangalore Sports Private Limited, and they are captained by a superstar that we all love, Mr. Virat Kohli. The only thing is, when he plays for India, he's brilliant. But for some reason, the Royal Challengers Bangalore have not won so far. So we're going to move straight on to Priti Zinta's team then. She is an avid cricket fan and she loves supporting her team, the Kings 11 Punjab. They are owned by the KPH Dream Cricket Private Limited, and their captain is KL Rahul. Yes, another Indian cricketer. And although she absolutely loves her team, again, they have not won so far. And the final team that is competing this year are the Delhi Capitals. Now, the Delhi Capitals were originally known as the Delhi Daredevils, and they are captained by Shreyas Iyer. They're owned by the GMR Sports PVT Limited and the JSW Sports PVT Limited. So far, the Delhi Capitals have not won at all. However, could this be their year? Who knows? We will have to wait and see. So whether you're a cricket fan or not, I can tell you right now, the match has started today. Actually, the match was going on live while I was recording this video, which is always really cool. Now, what can I tell you about today's match? Well, the Mumbai Indians were taking on the Chennai Super Kings. That means the reigning champions and the ones that are just lagging behind them were going head to head. Rohit Sharma's team against MS Dhoni's team. Who's going to be the winner? We have no idea right now, right? We can't predict that. But it is always going to be an exciting match. Now, I had to re-record this segment because while I was editing my video, the match was going on and the first 20 overs of the IPL 2020 have been played. So let me just grab my iPad and I'll give you an update. So the Chennai Super Kings were the ones that won the toss and they elected to field first. That means that the Mumbai Indians are the ones that went for batting. They got 162 for 9 after 20 overs. They've literally just finished the 20 overs and got 162 for 9. So that is what the Chennai Super Kings are going to be chasing when they go into bat. So how am I going to be updating you during the IPL? Well, let me tell you, I am going to be doing a weekly video on a Saturday. This will give you information about the players that are great, the players that are not so great, where the teams are on the table, and maybe even my own predictions about who I think are going to win the IPL 2020. So make sure you subscribe, hit that notification tab, and every Saturday I'll give you my IPL update. And as we get closer to the 10th of November, hopefully I may be able to do some sort of competition and giveaway for the 2020 final. So this is Vallisa, this is your IPL update. Keep it locked to my channel and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye!